Hello everyone, Allie here, and welcome to the Gold Mine. Thank you for joining me here on another episode at Allie's Treasure Trove. Today I do have a new episode of ALLYCHAT for you guys, and I am ready to just go ahead and get on into whatever today's look will be, because I have a large pile of boxes to open up here. So I'm recording this on Friday, so on the Titan Cards channel on Friday, you will have seen Impeccable Soccer, Draft Picks Football, and 3 personal breaks. Was not aware that we'd be getting any of this in, so it did actually clog up the queue a bit more than I had hoped for today. So we'll be here later than I expected, but that'll be all right. I just wasn't expecting to open up so much stuff this evening. But as I mentioned, I'm ready to get started and figured I'd show off to you guys my hair freshly washed, so no longer straight. I know, I'm too lazy. I'll never do it myself. I always just pay the hair lady extra. She's like, you want me to style it? I'm like, yes. Makes me feel pretty. But anyways, so my hair is back to being normal. And I just want you guys to see how much hair I have. I have still too much hair, and don't forget, half of it's gone. I don't know how I used to live prior to the undercut. But anyways, now you guys see why I don't have my hair down, because I can't open cards like this. I look like that one demon chick that comes out of the TV, or whatever. You guys know which one I'm talking about. The Japanese horror lady that crawls at, I'm coming for you guys. It's May. It's not, well, when this is uploaded, it'll still be May, but regardless, it's not October. Don't need to do any Allie horror cosplay, so I'm going to put my hair back. It is completely dry, so I don't think having it like, I'm actually, nah. Let me do it one more time. Because if I tie it too tight, then I get like a crinkle in my hair, and then it just kind of sits weird. I'm not sure if I want to do like a half ponytail maybe today after we're done. So I'll just actually use this scrunchie. The scrunchie tends to keep it together loosely at just one. Looks weird, but I won't keep it like that, so it doesn't really matter. But I am super fresh today. Didn't even wipe my face down. So you guys get to see that step. I love these things. The Bare Minerals wipes, I guess they stopped making them. Hadn't seen them for like about a year. And then my mom found this pack at TJ Maxx. That's where I usually used to get them. They'd have them at Ulta, but it'd be cheaper, of course, at TJ Maxx. So I would just pick up anytime I saw them. And I just used to have like a giant pile. They smell nice with chamomile flower extract, but I don't think they make them anymore. I don't think, because I remember before I had gone to the other makeups, like I always like those ones from Big Lots that you've seen occasionally here on the channel. They're like $1. They're can't go wrong with $1, but I just like these. Actual skincare wipe is probably better for your skin than something that only costs $1. You'd hope, at least. Anyways, but I hadn't seen these for, like I said, about a year. I'd even checked when I ran out, and I was like, I can't find them anymore. They're like permanently sold out at Ulta. And I checked the website, and they were gone there too. So I'm assuming they're just discontinued, but then I don't know why one would just randomly pop up. But if you guys see them, let me know. If you guys are out and about, TJ Maxx or something, let me know. If you're like, hey, Allie, they're back. So I can start looking for them again. Give me something to do. It's crazy. Before I used to work so much. Like, I even managed to still have, like, one day for myself when I was in college. Now, that's, you guys know how much I did in college. Well, if you don't, I had dual degree, 4.0 in both. So I was doing a lot. But I still used to have time to actually do stuff. So what my mom and I would do on Sundays is we'd go up to Clearwater, go to the Countryside Mall, and just walk around every weekend, check the Think Geek. That's how I ended up with too many Funko Pops, because it's always something new coming out. We'd call it our little rounds and go around places just because I like going. I don't really like spending money. I know I buy a lot of stuff, but I don't like go in particular to buy something. I just like walking around. It's a form of exercise. But anyways, I don't even have time to do that anymore. I miss it. I've been craving a vacation. I don't really have time for that. But even one day, I want to just randomly take off one day, but I can't. I do have my Thursdays to myself for the most part. Been doing a lot, not necessarily recently, but about a month ago I was coming in pretty regularly on Thursdays. I need to grab a tissue. 1 second. I thought I'd brought one with me on my way back from getting this wet, but I guess not. It's in the trash can, that's why. And I was like, I swear I had one, because I needed to dry my hands, but I don't know. I just want to get away for a little bit, but I feel like I'm drowning in work. And hey, it is what it is. But I figured I'd go in with this Too Faced Natural Lust. I have to get used to having darker hair. like actually the first day, so Tuesday when I got it, if you guys watch the videos on the Titan Cards channel, there was just one white, one Cardfight Vanguard video. And I went with a dark eye because I was like, I like using that palette in particular. That's the Urban Decay Moondust. Whenever I wear that one Caro shirt, because it's, I feel like the green in that Caro shirt really helps the metallic colors pop for some reason. I feel like it's a good look. But then, I forget, when my hair's darker, it looks odd. So then I felt like it really magnified the issues with my skin. And my skin hasn't been horrible. Hasn't been horrible. Definitely I've experienced much worse in my lifetime. But there are some spots that are particularly red, and I've been having issues with my chin. Like I have this one right here. I actually had my hair down on purpose on Tuesday. One, because I just had it done, it was fresh. But I also, you guys can probably tell sometimes I refuse to turn a certain way on camera. It's usually because I have something wrong on my chin. But I was trying to get this. This was pretty bad. That was really bad. It made my chin actually look bumpy if you look on Instagram. I didn't post on Tuesday, that's why. And then actually even still on Wednesday, you can see my chin's a little misshapen. That's because I had really that there. And then I started getting this little one here, and then this is just super red. So anytime I use like dark stuff on my eyes, it makes me look more pale. Because I definitely don't have a bright skin tone. It does have, what undertone is this technically? But I do have, it's not warm, it's not cool. Whatever the other undertone is, like yellowy? I am Greek, but I tend to, in person, and my mom in particular, my mom's a little bit darker than me. Like tan-wise. We've gotten confused for being Hispanic before. Which isn't a bad thing, but it has a more ethnic-y undertone. Which is why it's hard for me to find foundation as well, because it either is too pink or too dark. So, whatever undertone that is. But I am super pale, though. Like, I mean, I've been getting a little bit tan recently, because obviously it's starting to be like 95 degrees a day here in Florida. You know, I can even tell, like, especially when I take a shower, it pops up. You can't really tell here on the camera. But I can tell when I take a shower, like right here, it's more tan than the rest of my body. Probably just from like driving and stuff like that in the car. Because I don't like being outside too much. I think you guys know that. I don't like going outside. It's too hot. It's too hot like in January, let alone actual summers here in Florida. So I don't like going out. But I'm starting to get a little bit tanned up just because there's so much sun out. But I'm still definitely pasty. I'm always on the lower end of the spectrum for colors on foundation. So it just, anyways, long story short, that was way too much explanation for something that doesn't really matter. But my hair being darker, because it's closer to black right now, and then I do have the blue at the ends, that's still very dark. But makes my skin look even more washed out, so I gotta be more careful about that. And then the eyes, I feel really make the skin look more pale if they're dark, and then it makes my skin look worse if there's spots. So that's why I'm using the neutral palette today. But what do I want to do? I normally go like some kind of crazy color with this shirt. These are nice colors. These are nice colors. Very plain, very nice. I know I've complained about the weird names before. They still weird me out. Some of them are fine. Some of them are a little too weird for me, but it doesn't matter as long as they work. Let's see. There's a color called DM Me. Ridiculous. I think I'll go with... Ooh, hard choice, hard choice. I don't know why this is taking so long. I'm trying to figure out if I want to go cool today. I think I'll go cool. So I'm going to put this, you guys can see all the setup here. Now I think I'll go in with perhaps Buff It Out. And then something in here in this bottom triangle. All tied up, ball and chain, too good, something like that. But I do want to have a little bit of a base. I'll put Buff It Out for the base. But next month looks pretty busy in terms of new products. Should also most likely, unless anything changes, I don't think it will, because I haven't heard anything at all, but should also probably be having another cosplay opening next month. The Game of Thrones, the complete series, should be coming in, I think, around week 2, so I think it's coming out like 6/9 or something like that. We'll see if that date sticks, 6/9, 6/11, something in that range. I could pull up the calendar right now, but I'd rather not. And I did order off Amazon. It came in actually yesterday. I haven't had the chance to try it on yet, but I did order a new Daenerys cosplay. I just wanted to do something new. I have that wig. I really like it. So I want to use it again, but I don't want to wear the same costume that I wore last time we opened up Game of Thrones on the Titan Cards channel. So I wanted something fresh. And it was only like 70 bucks. So I was like, had pretty good reviews. I based it off the size chart. I ordered a medium, which most of the clothes I fit into now are like small or extra small, but based on the actual measurements, it looked like medium was recommended for me. And I think it was made in, I think the company that makes is from Asia, so stuff tends to run smaller over there. So hopefully it fits. I don't like returning stuff in general, but especially on Amazon. Because I'm always like weirded out returning stuff on Amazon, because I know like if you just, they get tired of you returning stuff. Like I've returned like maybe 2 things ever on Amazon. But I'm always nervous because they can just shut your account down because you're wasting too much of their money. So I'm always worried, like if I return something, that my mom will never be able to buy stuff on Amazon. I just don't order much off of Amazon anymore. Anytime my mom orders books, it comes in fine. Anytime I order a book, like especially when I was younger, and I was catching up on different clout manga, you know, stuff you couldn't find in bookstores. If I couldn't find it, I tried to order off Amazon. Always come in damaged, just because the Amazon, you know, wants to ship everything as cheap as possible. So there is not much packing material in the boxes at all, if any packing material in the boxes. So my stuff would always come damaged. Her stuff, thankfully, always comes fine. So I just don't like ordering stuff Amazon. If I order a Funko Pop off Amazon, comes in destroyed. If she orders one, it's fine. If I order a Kaiba, not Nendroid, but Kaiba Figma, because I never ended up getting one at Anime Fix. Bobby just either missed the order or didn't get any in. And he didn't have it, so I was like, they have it on Amazon, still pretty good price. Never haven't found one in person, so I ordered off Amazon, came in like missing pieces and broken. And I was like, but so I just don't like getting stuff off Amazon. But that's where I've been finding most of my wigs. Just because it's in mails in a bag and it shows up in a bag, it's fine. So I get my cosplay wigs off Amazon. And there used to be, near the card shop, there used to be a costume store for like Halloween costumes and stuff. They'd only be open half a year. They'd be open like Halloween through Gasparilla, and that's it. So they wouldn't be open for like anime convention season, but they'd have some cool stuff sometimes. But they actually went out of business, which is where I actually got that Black Cat cosplay. I got a Harley Quinn, but it turns out when I came back, when I got home, you know, it's clearance, but their stuff was non-refundable anyways. I was actually missing the wrist bracelets, so that doesn't have all the pieces to it, unfortunately. Everything was like 80% off though. And that's also where I got that Daenerys dress, so. But haven't found anywhere locally that'd be good to get wigs. I still have a little bit of discoloration here along the side. Also, same reason I had my hair down on Tuesday is because, you know, when they put the stuff in, and she tries to clean me up as best as she can, but of course it's still, the dark color stains my forehead a bit. So if you actually look, my hairline was very circular on Tuesday. It's because my forehead was just dyed blue. Because it's weird. Every time she makes the mix for my hair, it's not what the actual color is here. It's not black. It's actually blue. It's like not this bright, but slightly darker than this. And it's like, why is my hair turn black, not blue when you put it on? And then it's crazy. The part that actually dyed my hair blue was closer to black than it was to blue. It makes no sense. Hair dye makes no sense. Makes no sense to me. But hey, it works. And then I didn't have enough time in my appointment. But next time, I will actually, I have a longer appointment slot booked. So you can actually bleach my hair in the ends. And I can, so the blue actually stands out. I look more like Taman. That is the goal. Really loved his hairstyle advice. That is the music video I linked in the community tab, maybe about 2 weeks or so ago by now. Asking what you guys thought, hair-wise, if I should copy it. I executive decisioned yes, I like it. I think it'll be fun. It's always a pain in the butt, though, when I get my hair dyed. Just because, especially when I do one of the crazy colors, because then you have that fancy shampoo you have to use. And then it just stains everything, so you gotta be super careful. So it's a little stressful taking a shower. Which is, I feel like shouldn't be stressful. It's one of my favorite activities, just to sit there and just get rained on. But you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm happy I'm talkative for you all today. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to talk about. I was like, when I was thinking on Wednesday, I was like, man, I gotta record an Alley Chat this weekend. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Like, hopefully I come up with something, because I don't want to skip it. I know you guys, I think the most well-liked series on the channel are the Alley Chats. I was like, I feel bad if I were to skip it, but if I honestly had nothing to talk about, I don't know what I would do, so. Also, I've never really had this problem before, but my lips have been super dry these past few months. Like, I'm used to having pockets of dry skin on my face, but my lips just keep splitting. I've been using a lot of, you know, going to sleep with, like, lots of lip balm on and stuff like that, but I don't know. I feel like, I'm like, oh, it's good today, I don't have to do anything, and then I don't, and then it's like, oh, today was not good. Today is cracked lip city. Very annoying. Foundation's trying to escape off my hand. If I didn't feel like my hair was so nice today, because I actually completely let it air dry, just because. I have no reason, just because. Well, let me see if I can. Pro Strat, using the monitor to get more product on my sponge. If I didn't think my hair was so nice, I'd honestly just tie it up tighter, because this is a pain in the butt. But it looks good. I want to leave it. I don't think I'll leave it down today, but leave it down enough that I don't want it to have that weird crease, depending on where I want to put the pony or half pony, whatever I decide. I think it is time now to redo this. Alright, time for some concealer. Then it looks like we'll be done with the face. Now my chin's looking rough in particular, but hopefully that clears up soon. It's very frustrating. Because it's also hard to cover it up with foundation and concealer, because my skin tends to be very textured, very bumpy. When I have breakouts, it's not like one smooth pimple, it's just like a little bunch of little bumps. So then the foundation or concealer, whatever it is, kind of collects around it, and I feel like enhances it a bit. Like, I just want it to go on top, but it's like, oh, let's put emphasis on this bump right here. It's like, stop. All right, time for some powder. And I can spray my face down. It's looking extra shiny. Looking extra weird in the monitor right now. Definitely going to have to adjust. No. See, this is what happens when my hair is too dark. It just makes everything look weird. Definitely gonna have to adjust something once we're done here. I'll just keep recording like this. Perhaps the powder will help even things out a bit, but looking a lot more rough on camera than it does in person. I promise you, my skin doesn't look this horrible in person. Oop. Spilled a little bit. Alright. That's enough powder. Alright, that looks a lot better. Good to know, good to know, good to know. Might not have to adjust too much. Looks like the powder was the key. Setting powder is a godsend, you guys. I don't understand how people would do makeup before setting powder. I just feel like it really locks everything together. And even though, like, powder foundation looks horrible on me, because it's just the texture of my skin. But even with liquid foundation, I feel like it holds to the texture of my skin really, really poorly until I put on the powder. Makes everything have kind of a flat finish. I don't know, like I mentioned a lot of times here in the Alley Chat, could be operator error. I am in no means a professional, but I always find that very annoying. This fan here is like the greatest $15 investment I've ever made. You can do it by battery, you can do it by USB, or you can just directly plug it into the wall. It's good. It's good. It got 2 speeds. Here's the faster speed. All right. I have like too much spray right here. It's annoying. All right. Let's go in with some blush. This thing is so... That thing always falls, but this thing is so empty. It's getting very difficult to actually get off of here. I feel like my blush has really been slacking recently just because it's hard for me to get it on the place that I need it to be. And I feel like my blush application has been really patchy over the past maybe 2 months that I've been using this with the giant pan hole. But get my money's worth out of this thing. Could buy a new one. There's a lot in here. There's a lot in here. I don't want to waste it. Cute. Alright. Put that little brush that never gets used back inside. Let me get the brush to make my chin a chin. Alright. So one more step here. And then I get to figure out what I want to do with my hair. Probably should have thought about it the other 25 minutes of this video, but we going live. Something that's been really annoying me recently is I've been trying to eat healthier, do better, and I feel like I am, just overall. But I can't get below 160. I keep, like, fluctuating between 160 and 162, and it's like, bring me into the 150s, please. What are you doing, body? It's very frustrating. Ideally, I want to get back to the 140s, but all right. I think we are done here on the face. I'd throw on a little something on my lips, but I'm thirsty. As always, you guys know how it is. Anytime I want to put on lipstick, anything like that, I always am immediately thirsty. Now, I don't want to waste the product putting it on now on camera and then having to take it off and then put more on later. So, clean up this pile here, clean up the mat a little bit, and let's take a look. What do I want to do with this massive amount of hair? Still too much. How did I live before? See, like, it looks good like this, I feel. But then it just kind of, over time, just falls like this, and then this doesn't look good to me. Like, I like the brush it back look, and then it's like, poof. Like, this feels very stylistic. Look, let me bring that fan over. But in general, I don't know. So let's... I know I've done some kind of crazy look before, where I just pulled the one side. That's actually, I think, the first time I wore this shirt on camera. Let me see if I can recreate that. I opened up, I think, Top Series 2 Baseball last year, and Legacy Football like this. Those are pretty popular videos. How did I do it? I think I wanted to grab like a giant half pony. And then I took out the sides top chunk. I still think I had a little bit of the under pulled. I think it'd be easier to take this chunk first, actually. Let's see if that helped at all. I was grabbing this chunk with my knees and then trying to split the rest of it in two for a half ponytail. This is pretty close to what I did that one time. There's a weird poof here, but as long as I keep my head this way, you guys can't really see it. That looks cute. All right, we're keeping this. I like it. I like it. Might decide I don't like it by the time I start taking thumbnails, but if that happens, whatever. It's empty. Yeah, but I think that'll do it for today's Alley Chat. Just just because it is almost 7 p.m. here on Friday and I really need to get started on those recordings. So let me just go ahead and wrap this on up. But thank you so much, you all, for joining me here on this episode of ALLYCHAT. I had fun. I know there's points where I talked a lot, points where I was kind of quiet, points where you guys saw me bend down and hold my hair with my knees. There's a lot of it. There's a lot of it. Also, it naturally kind of curls up a bit, but so when my hair is wet, it gets down to like here. Like that's how much it like, well, not post haircut, but pre-haircut it was to here. So I still have too much hair. That's probably going to be the video title. Allie complains about how much hair she has, but I think it looks good. I'm very happy with the coloring. I know it doesn't show up well on camera, but there is blue in here. I don't know if you guys can see any of it. If I look like a nutcase, probably look like a nutcase. That's okay, because I am. Sometimes you just gotta accept it. That's it here. But thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed, like I said, this episode of ALLYCHAT. If you did, don't forget to go ahead and hit that like button. Comments for me, leave those down below. And if you're not yet part of the Allie's Treasure Trove family, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, before I get on out of here, I do have to give a big shout out to all my patrons over on Patreon. Thank you so much, you all, for your above and beyond support. Really, truly do appreciate it. We have 5 Ultimate Excavators: Dustin Archuleta, Jack Perez, Keith Muna, Mark Lennon, and Stephen Olivo. 2 Gemstone Miners, Andon and Stephen Bly, and 1 Gemstone Mine, or 1 Crystal Collector of David Mounts. But thank you so much to all of my patrons, as I mentioned. Really, really, truly do appreciate the support from each and every one of you. But that does it here for this video. I'll be back, of course, again on Tuesday. Not sure what I'll be opening up on Tuesday. Not sure if I'll finally work up the energy to do that really long video unboxing all of those Yu-Gi-Oh cards I ordered in the mail quite some time ago and putting my set together. Not sure if I should just go ahead and split that up into 2 parts so it's not as daunting of a task. Actually, let me know your feedback on that in the comment section down below, or if you'd like to see me unbox something else, go ahead and let me know that as well. Still up in the air for what I'm going to do on Tuesday. But that is it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, as I mentioned, and I hope you'll catch me next time as we unearth some more treasures here on Allie's Treasure Trove. So stay safe, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Hope to catch you in the next episode. Bye! I think that was good. I don't know. We'll see. There's too much hair. Too much. I don't... Just... Alright, that's enough of that. Hopefully, I won't have to start the video over more than once and leave it in and then not cut it out again. Yay!